wild hair. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just wanted to pop on here real quick. I was actually recording on my new camera. I have no idea how to get it off the camera onto my computer, so it'll be a minute. For my YouTube channel, I was recording this delicious juice. I'm dying to get a lid on it and get it in the back of the fridge so it doesn't lose enzymes. But I was recording and something came into my head and I wanted to share it with all of you. So I thought I would pop on. Hello, welcome. Tell me in the comment section where you are tuning in from on this live video. It is so windy out here, so I don't know how long I will have you guys, but I wanted to share what popped in my head, and it really has to do with when we raise our vibration, how much the stomach and digestion and energy is exuded with digestion, and how it can really hamper our ability to ascend, to love, to show compassion, to be around others when we're not feeling well. And so I think this is an important video, and it's one I've never done. So welcome. Looks like we have 12 of you on here. Hit the like button, throw me a heart, and tell me where you're tuning in from. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Andrea Cox. I'm an intuitive healer and a detox specialist, intuitive life coach. This recipe that I'm about to upload to my YouTube channel, Andrea Cox TV, you can subscribe over there, is in my new book, Eat Right for Your Zodiac, which is available on my website at andreacox.com in the shop. I prefer you get it there. On Amazon, on Kindle, in Target stores, and in Barnes & Noble, also on the Goodreads, so you can check it out in all of those stores. But I want to talk about digestion, bloating, gut health really quick, because I think it's imperative. Those of you who don't know, I've been into gut health for years. I have a probiotic I sell in the shop section at andreacox.com called Smiling Gut Probiotic. It's the best probiotic on the market, in my humble opinion. It is clay-based, sourced from Oregon, from Crater Lake, and it is humic and fulvic acid based, so it is really high cellular detoxification as it repopulates the gut flora. And for those of you who don't know, when we get bloated, to digest food, nothing else, not stress, not anxiety, not sleeping, not eating, nothing takes more energy than digesting food. Welcome Janice, welcome Brad, welcome Mark. Nothing takes more energy than when we digest food. So when we get bloated and gassy, we cannot handle the things we're supposed to handle with work. In our personal life, some of us can even become closed off. Why? Because there's actually more serotonin that runs in the gut than there is in the brain. So what that means is when we're bloated and we're distended and we're gassy, we can't utilize that energy to create, to love, to live life, to enjoy life. It all goes to digestion. It all goes to making us feel hampered down, weak, tired, lethargic, moody. Our capacity to love, actually our heart closes because serotonin directly relates to the heart chakra. That's a Chinese medicine thing. So when more energy is going to digestion because we haven't food combined properly, or we're drinking liquid with our meals, or we're eating processed foods, chemically laden foods, foods that aren't grown in organic soil, what have you, we actually really do ourselves an injustice. We do ourselves an injustice. And those of you who have ever suffered with gas, bloating, you know the embarrassment that goes with that. And why not allow me to talk about it? So I encourage all of you to do two things right now, because you're going to learn a lot. If you aren't ready to buy Smiling Gut Probiotic on andreacox.com, or you're not ready to purchase my book, which you should be, because there's a lot of useful information in the book, and the probiotic really helps with gas, bloating, and stomach distension, you can go grab my free newsletter by signing up at andreacox.com. Tons of tips on this type of thing. Also, you can subscribe to Andrea Cox TV and get this wonderful recipe I'm gonna upload as soon as I figure out my camera. But there's over 650 recipe videos over there, and I talk a lot about cellular detoxification, a lot about how our issues live in our tissues, and our emotional state is highly affected when we aren't cleansing, when we aren't food combining properly. But intuitively, what was coming to me as I shot this video was, there's many of you who are not making this connection. There's many of you who are not with the person you long to be with. You're not living the life you long to live. You're not doing the things you love to do because you don't feel good. Because you don't feel good. And then that rolls over into, because we live in such a 3D society, which is really nonsense, right? Because the inside is what matters. But that rolls over to and lends itself to not feeling like we look good as well, right? Which unfortunately, it's a very sad thing that in today's world that actually matters, right? But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't. We're all getting older, etc. The order of food is important. It's the order that we digest. So the order we put food in our bodies every day matters. The food combining matters. The juicing matters. The getting rid of the dairy matters. Getting rid of the dead, decomposing animals matters. All of these things go hand in hand on cellular detoxification, right? All of these things go hand in hand when we talk about reducing the gas, the bloating, the candida, which is yeast overgrowth, and the systematic, the candida that takes over our body, and then we get skin issues, we get depressed, etc. It's all interconnected, you guys. It's all interwoven. When I say your issues live in your tissues, they really do. A gassy, bloated, distended stomach reduces the amount of healthy gut flora in the gut, which therein lends itself to reducing the amount of serotonin that I already said. There's more serotonin that runs in the gut than there is the brain. And that's where the gut-brain connection gets broken. So we need to pay special attention to what we're intaking, to what we're eating on a daily basis. And it's not a thing where I see this all the time where people are like, oh, you know, I eat a keto diet on the week, and on the weekends I splurge on everything I want and eat carbs, etc. Carbs aren't the enemy. Your gut health is. So the carbs aren't the enemy. Your gut health is. The reason a dead, decomposing keto diet works for some people in the beginning, and then the second they eat a carbohydrate, they blow up like a balloon, is because it's taking away one food group. So in a sense, you're kind of food combining because all you're eating is protein and greens. If you food combine and you don't go high protein, but you go high carb, like I've eaten for 3 decades, I'm in my 40s, and I don't look like it. Sorry, but I don't. When you eat a high carb diet, you can still build muscle. Do I look like I'm lacking muscle? No protein shakes, no dead animals, no eggs, no fish, no meat in this body. Sugar is not the enemy, Owen. I hate to say that, Owen, I'm sorry. Fruit is made of sugar. These oranges I just juiced, these beautiful carrots are full of sugar. And I drink 32 to 64 ounces of this a day. I'll eat 2 papayas in a sitting. White sugar, white flour, and dead animals are the problem. So just to correct you, Owen, white sugar is very different than fructose, sugar from fruit, which in a clean body goes right through the body. Thank you for all the hearts, you guys. So that's where people make a mistake. Listening to people that, say, oh, it's sugar, it's carbohydrates are the problem. No, it's food combining. It's that people aren't detoxing on a cellular level. It's that people aren't paying attention to their gut flora, the healthy gut flora that they need, repopulating their gut flora on a daily basis with probiotic foods and good foods, not pasteurized Greek yogurt, but actually coconut yogurt, fermented coconut water, kombucha, kimchi, sauerkraut, etc. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you, Brad. Fruit until noon. Brad, my man. Awesome. Yes, let's educate Owen because we want to embrace Owen, because Owen is still in the thing that they taught in the 80s about high protein, etc. Right? So we want to embrace him. We want to give him a big hug, and we want to welcome in to our high carb, high fruit, high vegan, high raw lifestyle, high juicing. And we want to welcome Owen. We don't want to beat him. We want to welcome him and encourage him to do the same, because I bet, Owen, that you would feel even better. I'm not singling you out, Owen. I'm giving you a big hug. So I want you guys to do two things. If you don't pick up the book, by the way, we sold out in, it's not 6 stores anymore. It's 8 stores in Barnes & Noble. There's not a lot of books in each store, but still, it's like, I'm happy. Okay. You can pick it up on AndreaCox.com in the shop section. You can pick up Smiling Gut pre and probiotic there as well. It ships out from Oregon same day. Subscribe to the newsletter at AndreaCox.com, but then hop on over to Andrea Cox TV. You'll get this video as soon as I figure out my camera, and you can check out the over 650 videos there. I want to take you on a healing journey with me that I am about to start as I remove these toxic breast implants that I've had in for over a decade and detox my body. So you can join me on both platforms there. Follow this journey. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Excuse me 1 second, you guys. Okay, you need to calm down. We calm down, right? Sorry. So as I go through this pre-cleanse, and during the process, the cleanse, and then the post-op cleanse, I want you guys to join me. I have been in this ball game for 23 years. And when I started on this vegan lifestyle and this juicing lifestyle in Dayton, Ohio, 23 years ago, just off the guidance of my guide, Gil Jacobs. And, I remember talking to Dan McDonald on the phone and all these people that were encouraging me. No one believed in what I was doing, right? I said raw food, people thought I meant sushi. I said vegan, people said, where do you get your protein? And as I accelerated at a cellular level and really rebirthed my energy, people took notice. And so I just wanted to share this with all of you. I wanted to share it with you, invite you over on this journey. I just got a text message from a client, so I need to take that. But I really appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, when going through this, it really does matter what we eat. It matters when we juice. It matters the order of food that goes into our body. It matters when we food combine properly as opposed to us not. All of this matters. All right? I love each and every one of you.